Hello there, y'all. Getting everything set up. 1 second. There we go. 1 second. Cramp quarters here. You gotta hop on the live stream so I can see what it's looking like, because I got the camera flipped the other way so I can't see myself right now. 12 watching. Oh, wow. That's pretty darn good. There I am. Alright, so it looks like everything's okay then. Yeah. I'm watching myself, but it's not like to date. Is it? No. Oh, wait. Whatever. I just had this on so I can read. I need to be able to read the chat. Bye, Felicia. Hello, sir. How are you today? I'm hoorah-rific. Hope all's well. Hoorah. I'm going to turn this off so y'all can't hear me twice. I don't think you're able to, but still. I'm just going to shut it off because it's distracting me seeing myself twice. All right. It says, Casey Vasilich says, hi, good afternoon. I'm from New Jersey. Hoorah. Hey there, Philip. Hey, Barry. Doing good. Hey, Samuel. And hey, Brett. I think I got them all. Unless my thing's... No, it's not frozen. I thought it was frozen for a second. I think it's time to talk some Sons of Appalachia, because there's 5 episodes out now. 6 if you count the preseason one. So that's quite a lot of episodes. And I just think that we should be, talking about the new show, the new episodes that have been out. So if y'all want to ask some cool questions, let's start up an old discussion. I feel like I did something to the live stream, because I'm not seeing the new messages now. 1 second. Oh, there's one. Hello, Mountain Man. Hope you're well, my awesome friend, says Rick Hunter. I am doing hoorah-rific. Thanks, Rick. Got the old Tim Hortons Ontario cup today. Wahoo, says Chuck Richards. Samuel says, what an interesting episode. Honestly wonder if it's just gonna be the serialized format from now on, or will they do hunts in between for monsters individually? I think a bit of both. It seems like they're setting up a whole rogue team hunt now, but I think that they want to do a little bit of both, because the next episode is supposed to be about the Dog Man, I guess, a little bit too. So I don't know. It seems like they might be going back to the older Mountain Monsters episode format, which is kind of cool. Jack said, let's start a petition to get the Mountain Man out on a hunt with Buck and the boys. That'd be hoorah-rific. I'd like that. Although I am in Canada, so I'm not that far away from them, only about 5 hours. But it would take a little bit to get there. If they want to pay my way, or y'all want to pay my way, then I'm good to go. Philip says, I saw your Season 9 speculation video on Mountain Monsters. Must have been from a while ago. I haven't made a Season 9 video in a while, because, they said that Season 9 isn't coming out, so there's really nothing more to talk about on that. I wish there was, because those were some of my best performing videos, but oh well. Samuel says, agreed, Jack. Even not just for a hunt, but like a food review together would be fun. That'd be fun. I've never really went like Bigfoot hunting before, like actual Bigfoot hunting. So I don't know if I'd be good at it, but I'm willing to try. And Rick says, R.I.P. Trapper. Definitely. Yeah, the first episode got me a little bit choked up. Well, a little bit, not really choked up, but teary-eyed a little bit. It's just sad, because, he would have loved being on the Sons of Appalachia, I think. Having no big network, controlling them. I think he would have liked that a lot more. I got this Gary sugar cookie, and I thought it was hoorah-rific. I got it. You might have seen me get it at the Apple Fest, if you saw that video. I've had it before. Should I do a taste test? Maybe I will. Samuel says, Did me too, honestly. Trapper was amazing. It's true, he was amazing. Yeah, he was horrific. I'm just gonna let y'all guide the chat. I'll just answer questions and whatnot. Well, actually, I did want to talk about this last episode. Hey there, Todd Crow. He says hi. But yeah, the last episode, it was on the shorter side, but it was good. And I had finished my recap for it yesterday. It took me forever to put that one together because it was a longer one, but it was worth it. It was horrific. What a great episode. It took a little while to get going, though, I must say. But once it did, it was really good. But yeah, what y'all think of episode 5? It's kind of like the first 5 episodes now. Since they're done, it's like we wrapped up one hunt. So that's kind of cool because it's now like we're moving on to a new hunt, kind of like we started up something new for next time. Jack says, have you guys seen the video of every time Trapper said, son of a bitch? It's 14 plus minutes long and it's gold. Yeah, I've seen that. That's from my good buddy Noah Tennant. And I actually had it uploaded on this channel before, but I don't think Noah liked that. I kind of stole it from him. I should have credited him, but then I did. But then I just deleted it because I don't want any trouble with copyright stuff. Yeah, Joseph thought it was good. Barry says, who's 13th Dominion? Well, I've been getting all these comments about the damn 13th Dominion, and everybody's trying to correct me saying the 13th Dominion is not the rogue team. And I'm like, I understand that. I know I keep calling them the rogue team. Well, they're still a rogue team, aren't they? I mean, it may not be the same team members, but at the end of the day, isn't the leader still the same? I think. I'm a little confused by that too. I guess we're not really supposed to know just yet exactly who they are, because I mean, we just found out about them. But it is like a rogue team. It's an opponent team, I guess we can call them. That's going to be. They want to come after the SOA guys now that they started up their hunt again. They want the spear finger, the physical finger, not the actual creature. And they want. Seems like they want revenge. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be pretty interesting to see what happens next time. Jennifer Jones says it's nice to know what happened in the past. Hell yes. Oh yeah, but the Stonish Giant, I know. That was really cool because that's a question that we've been asking them. Like, I heard people ask that question for years at every single event. I'd watch a video on like a Mountain Monsters Aimstein interview, and like that question would be asked like a million times. Who killed the Stonish Giant? And by Felicia says, I think they were in control of the rogue team, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think so too. I guess maybe they're not the same. I mean, everybody keeps saying they're not the same. They kind of said it too. Rogue team were hired by 13th Dominion, says Samuel. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. They were hired by them. So wouldn't that mean the leader of the 13th Dominion is still the leader of the rogue team? So I'm not really completely wrong by saying that that's the same team, kind of like a higher level up the tree. Yeah, I guess. And rogue team was the boots on the ground doing the dirty work. Exactly. That's a good way to describe it. And then Jack says, "Wow, man, you're from Canada?" Hell yes. Southern Ontario, right on the border. So pretty darn close to Detroit. My brother's actually in Detroit today. It's like 20 minutes away. You know, across the border easily here. So, I mean, I'm in Canada, but I'm like right across from the States. So I could get there no problem. It's not like I'm way up north. If I wanted to go visit the Ames team, or SOA guys now. Have you seen a Sam Squatch? It's a Trailer Park Boys reference. I think I've heard of that, although I never watched that. I think my dad watched the Trailer Park Boys. But no, I've never seen a Sam Squatch. Sam Squinch. I think he meant Sam Squatch, but I don't know. Yeah, it's funny though. So damn thirsty. It's actually water with ice. I know who drinks water in a mug. Nobody. But I don't drink coffee. Just ice caps. Got a serious addiction to those. Philip says, which Bigfoot creature would go after next? Will they go after next in the Sons of Appalachia? I don't know. They haven't said yet. Seems like the next creature, well, creatures, humans, the rogue team, or 13th Dominion, I guess. That's who they're going to be going after next. But then after that, or maybe at the same time, I don't know. It seems like the dog man. They said dog man or wolf man. I think they said the dog man. What's the name of the rogue team? Says Joseph Rhodes. Well, the name of the rogue team, I guess, was Sequad. But now this new rogue team. People get mad when I call them the rogue team. I think they still are. But this new team that's an opponent, they're called the 13th Dominion. Barry says, do you believe the shows are real or not real? Well, I mean, they're real to some extent, right? I don't even care if they're real. Gerald Lang sent $5. Hoorah, Gerald. Thanks, buddy. I'll have to like or heart that. Send a heart. Oh, hoorah. Thanks a lot for the super chat, buddy. I'll be getting an ice cap on you tomorrow because they're so damn expensive. Now it is like $5 for a pumpkin spice. Yesterday I was in Harrow and the lady working the I said pumpkin spice and she gave me a regular one. And I don't know. She was so busy I just didn't bother saying anything. I think I paid for a pumpkin spice though, so that's kind of sucking. But hey, I got $5 now to get a pumpkin spice one. For real this time. Yeah, a lot of old mysteries were finally answered in the last episodes. It was a pretty awesome episode, says Rick Hunter, or WO Entertainment. I agree, buddy. Bobby Blue 13 says, big fan of the boys doing the other monster show. Do you like it? Brass, Cody, and Jeff as a senior teacher. I really enjoy it. Actually, more than the new Sons of Appalachia show. I think you're talking about old Monster Mondays. Yeah, I really like. Oh, you like it too? Bye, Felicia. Yeah, Monster Mondays is a cool show. Those guys are cool. I don't know what happened. They keep changing their members. I watched it, but not as hard as I was for the Sons of Appalachia. While I edit videos, sometimes I have it on in the background, but I need to actually sit down and watch it in full. So I really couldn't answer any questions about it. But it is fun. It looks like a fun show and good quality too, surprisingly. Like for a YouTube series, I don't think I'd ever be able to pull that off. I wouldn't have enough team members to do that, but I think it'd be fun to do something like that. Philip says, nice to Gerald. Yeah, Gerald's a nice guy. I mean, he just did it just to be nice. He didn't even say anything with it. I gotta like it too. Oh, there's a comment too. What's the comment say? Oh, that says nice from Philip. Never mind. It said 1 with the comment symbol. Samuel says, I have wondered if something will happen to Bill. Always seems to be Huck and Buck, never been Bill. I know, eh? That always seems to happen. It always seems to be like something involving the Cherokee Devil or something serious. It's always with Buckaroo and Huckleberry, but never Wild Bill. I don't know why that is. Maybe they're just like, nah, he's too crazy. He's too wild. That's okay. We'll target these guys. Barry says coming soon. Oh, the next episode 6 is Canine. Coming soon. Oh, about the dog man, yeah. And then Samuel says maybe because Bill is too wild for monsters to come after him. Yeah. Exactly. I think so. Yeah. It was a damn good episode. I was wondering what kind of videos do y'all want to see involving Sons of Appalachia? Because I think they're so lenient. I think they'd actually allow me to use clips from the show and make, like, I don't know, best of videos. Like, I don't think I should use their actual clips from episodes. I'll have to ask them first and see what they think. But I did ask Lee earlier what happened. I was going to ask him, Lee Kirkland, who works on the show, I was going to ask him about, you know, how lenient are you guys? Can I just use these clips from the episodes, or I have to ask permission, you know? Because I don't want them to get all mad and think that I'm just trying to steal their stuff. I just like making videos around the show because it's cool. But, yeah, I was thinking about doing, like, best of videos. But, today I actually did ask Lee, did y'all, like, I know you got my Canadian snacks that I sent, but are you, like, when's that video coming out? Because I'm really excited to see it. And every time they do a food review, I'm like, is it going to be mine? But then it's never mine. But oh well, we'll see. It'll come sooner or later. I'm missing some comments. Samuel says, maybe, oh no, I just read that. Crocs says, Bill always finds the electric fences. That's true. That's what he gets targeted towards, electric fences. Todd Crow says, what happened to split the team? Well, they're still split, so there's not much more to talk about there. Crocs is so true. Bye Felicia says, for some reason I feel like we haven't seen the last of the witch either. I know, because the rogue team is involved and because she's the one that's guarding the spear finger and that's what they're after, we definitely haven't seen the last of the witch for sure. She'll be back. I wish the footage file hadn't been corrupted. Could be major news that we won't get to see. I know, but that's what you deal with these damn monsters, you know? The Cherokee Devil corrupted it somehow. Who the hell knows how, but somehow. That sucks, though. Gerald says, can you do, what does that say? I think he meant review. of the Legend of Boggy Creek film from '72. Yeah, I can do that for sure. I think I've seen part of it. Yeah, I can definitely do that. You had asked me that before. I forgot, buddy. Everyone always asks me to do stuff, then I forget. It might seem like I just don't like I just ignore it, but I didn't ignore it. I just forget. So if you really want, you know what? From now on, if anybody really wants me to make something, well, this I'll remember. But if you want me to do anything else, put it in the community like discussion part of the channel, because then I'll see it. Because it'll always come up. Then I'll remember. Because it's just a comment I'll forget about within like 2.5 seconds. But this I'll remember. I'll even write it down. Right here. But I am hurting for videos. I just keep doing the same like reaction, recap. Now I got all this competition. Other people are trying to do the same thing. And seem to be getting more views than me. So yeah, if you got any good ideas, please let me know, because I could use them. Anything Bigfoot related. I wish I could partner with the SOA guys. I really do. And maybe they'll want to, but I don't know. I like your Bigfoot there, says Jonathan. There he is. Old Mr. Squatch. He says thanks. And Scott, I don't know how to say that. Skudjog Ronland says, oh, he retracted it. Never mind. I guess I can't read that one. It was something about Bigfoot. Maybe he'll fix it. Maybe he had a typo or something. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, send me the video ideas, y'all, because I don't know. I got some brewing up in the old head for video ideas, but honestly, I don't really know what to do. Definitely some more Bigfoot, like, in costume videos. October 10th, don't miss it. It might have to get, there's a chance it could get delayed, but hopefully, October 10th, the Bigfoot versus Ice Cream Bunny Cultist #2 spectacular, spooktacular special. It is coming. Oh, he put his comment back. He says, do you think Sons of Appalachia will return to the Ohio Grassman? I hope. Ohio's pretty close to me, so that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. He was a cool Bigfoot. And then Philip says, Sons of Appalachia after the Skunk Ape. That'd be another cool one too. Samuel says, what about for video ideas? You can do a series talking about folklore and monsters themselves and such. That's a good idea. I had always thought about doing something like that. I used to have a series on my channel, but they keep copyrighting the songs, so I made them all members only videos and I removed the songs. So I need to like remake those. It's called Cryptid Case Files. But yeah, I only have a few episodes. I've made 4 of them. What did that poem mean? Says Donna Edwards. The poem, I have it all written down here. So, let's see. It was obviously meant to scare the team, I think. Here it is. I wrote it all down. So I'm not gonna read it all, but they said the hunt ended long ago, but legends don't sleep beneath the snow. The echoes of Trapper still stirs the trees. His voice rides low on a mountain breeze. So it's talking about Trapper a lot at the beginning, and then it says, now whispers guide Buck through the dead of the night. So obviously, like, they're saying like the baton is passed on to you, Buck. Like, you're the leader, you're the one we're coming after. Because before, remember, they kidnapped Trapper. Maybe they'll do the same to Buck now, which is definitely scary because these guys look a lot more intimidating than the last team. Some guard the power trick to no rogue team. This is when they say they are rogue. Well, they say they're not rogue later. I don't know. But it says the rogue team have risen, cloaked in ash, chanting riddles in a tongue of wrath. They love those damn riddles. They just love them. A cult reborn of death and flame, 13th dominion by blood by name. So overall, it talks about the box at the end too. And a war begun when Trapper stood tall. Now Buck must rise, or they all will fall. So it's all rooted in Buck. It's all about Buck, this next hunt. So what did it mean? I would say that it meant a lot. Like, there's many things said in it, but overall it meant that Buck is the one that must rise with this next upcoming hunt, which is after them. Like, I don't know if they want them to necessarily hunt them. I think they know they're gonna, but I don't know if the rogue team or 13th Dominion really want them to. Do they want them after them? They just want them to find the spear finger. That's what they want. So we'll see if that happens. I think they will find it. But I want to see them actually interact with this other team, because I don't know, like right now we just have them on a video. Okay, that's scary. But I mean, anybody could have made that video. They might not even be threatening guys. I mean, they just have a voiceover. We'll see who it ends up being. What do I think of the 13th Dominion? I mean, they're just very, very scary. I don't know. They look a lot more terrifying than the last rogue team did. I mean, a lot more. Those guys, no problem, Donna. Yeah, those guys are just on another level. Did you see the size of the guns that they had? Like, that's scary. And there's like 10 of them standing around a campfire. It seems like they want revenge on the SOA guys. I hope they mention Jeff, and they're like, where the hell's Jeff at? He's the one we really want. Jack says, Mountain Man, if you had to choose 3 of the original Ames team members, I think he meant, to join your Bigfoot hunting crew, who are you choosing? So I only get 3, but it's the original Ames team. Does that include Trapper? I think that would include Trapper, but he's not alive, so that wouldn't be realistic. But you know what? If I had to pick, I would pick Trapper. I would pick Buck, and I don't know. I feel like it'd be good to pick Wild Bill, but I think if you really want a good team, you need well, Trapper and Buck are one of the same, though. I feel like now they're both kind of like, they take that leadership role. So I might have to go with, well, just because Trapper's not here anymore, I'll pick Buck. But Trapper is more agile than Buck, so I don't know. I guess I would probably pick Trapper, Willie, and Huckleberry, I think. I don't know. But I would want Wild Bill for funniness. But if you had to pick a really good team, the best of the best, maybe, yeah, Huck, Willie, and Trapper. But if you can't choose Trapper because he's not alive, then Buck, Huck, and Willie. But Willie's not as funny as Wild Bill, so that's why, I don't know, they can clearly go along without Willie with this new show. So maybe I would just pick how it is right now. Honestly, maybe. I mean, I don't know what to think about Willie and Jeff. I think Willie's fine, but Jeffro, I don't know. I don't know about him anymore. But Jack says, oh no, that's what I read. Trapper inclusive. Oh, then I would pick Trapper, yeah. Trapper, Willie, and Huckleberry. 13th, says 13th Dominion actually hired the initial rogue team. Hello, Jetly44. They paid them to bring the Stonish Giant as well. They seem to be cryptid collectors. Yeah, that's what it seemed like from the video message that they had, right? So they hired the initial rogue team. So I guess it's not the rogue team then. I guess I get what you mean. What everybody means when they keep correcting me in the comments. It's a little confusing, to be honest. But yeah, that makes sense. But see what I'm saying, though? It's still the same leaders, though. Because the leaders of I guess the rogue team, yeah, I guess you can't really call them the rogue team, because the leader of the rogue team before wasn't really the rogue team. It was the 13th Dominion guy, but now he just hired some new crew members, right? David says the SOA better collab with you before anyone else. I hope so, David. I sure hope so, because I've been doing it the longest, so I think that'd be pretty darn hoorah-rific. But I don't know. I think if they were going to collab, they'd probably do it with somebody else, to be honest. But I don't know. I hope so, because it'd be pretty darn hoorah-rific. And I think that I could definitely add something to the old team. But I don't know how I can't just move to West Virginia. It's impossible. I wouldn't be able to. But if I could come on a special video, just go to meet them or something, that'd be pretty darn cool. I should have added them right here. I should have put the @SOA team channel so that they'd come on the live stream. But they're probably out hunting in the woods. It's not really the team that answers anyways. I think it's probably Lee. Oh, Samuel, I missed that. What has been the scariest moment in Mountain Monsters and Sons of Appalachia for you so far? It's the Cryptic Narwhal in the chat. It's pretty fun down here in West Virginia. Gotta join us sometime. I sure would like to, buddy. That would be hoorah-rific. And I'll get to your comment in a second, Gerald. I gotta answer Samuel. He says, what's been the scariest moment, Mountain Monsters and Sons of Appalachia for me? I think anything involving that damn Cherokee Devil is just very, very scary. But in Sons of Appalachia, I'd probably say, I think the witch being right behind Buck like that was pretty scary. Because who knows what she was gonna, or no, probably the Cherokee Devil. I think he's more scary than the witch. I think I'd pick him. And then for mountain monsters, I think I'd pick. You know what? I think I had to go with when they kidnapped Trapper because I actually thought something might be seriously wrong with Trapper. They had the police involved, and that was just a scary scene. So I think I'd have to go with that. But there's so many episodes, I'd really have to think about that one. But that's what I go with off the top of my head. Gerald says, my only concern would be for Buck because he's a bigger man. That's true. Not being mean, but I'm concerned for him hiking around a lot and what kind of strain it puts on the heart with heavier people. He's young. I know, they did a sponsorship in one of their recent videos, and it was with some kind of weight loss. Or not really weight loss, but it was some energy drink. So if he keeps drinking those, maybe the weight will go down. I sure hope so. But I think all the years of being MIA kind of didn't help with that. Maybe they could take me on a hunt. That'd be hoorah-rific. Yeah. I mean, I can't join the team or nothing like that, but I certainly would like to be a part of for an episode. But I don't know. I can't wait to see. Y'all, you're going to want to watch when they review the Canadian snacks. If you ever see Sons of Appalachia post a food review of Canadian snacks, it's fine. That's what I sent them. And I sent them a note along with it asking them the big question. Once and for all, I want to know the truth. Where the hell is Willie and Jeff? I asked them. And they can't just not acknowledge it because then I'll know that they just read it and didn't answer. So we'll see. That's going to be a hoorah-rific video when they decide to do it. Maybe they'll just try the snacks and they won't really go into detail, but we'll see. I hope that they do. The plot hole in the 13th Dominion video about the book not being in the box just stole was a huge blunder. Yeah, I know, eh? I know, that part kind of took me out of it because it almost felt a little staged to me. I mean, certainly. Oh, Bonnie. Bonnie's Beautiful Chaos says, may I ask something that you might not be allowed to answer? I can answer anything. I'm not to do with the show. One of Trapper's last videos involved him finding a possible burial site for Bigfoot or a cryptid. What did he find? Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I'm not a part of the actual show, but hopefully they answer that eventually. I think what he found... Wait, what were you talking about? One of Trapper's last videos involved him finding a possible... Are you talking about in the... whenever that was, season 3 or whenever? I forget. But either way, I think there was a Bigfoot buried. Then, I don't know. The other dig site that he dug for his dog, Gus, that was the box. From just Samuel says, for me, it has been when the arms came out of the window of the house that was captured by a witness on camera. Actually terrified me a lot. Yeah, but that part was never even actually in the show. Whatever happened with that? It was like a deleted scene or something. And then Jetly44 says Jeff is the leader of another show. Yeah, I know, they're doing their own show now. I haven't watched it. The guy, I forget his name, but he really turned me off. He was really rude. One of the guys behind the Channel 12 TV network. I was actually going to cover the show, but I decided not to because I don't want to support them at all anymore. They're just not very nice. I'm not saying Willie's not. Jeffro, I don't know, he seems okay now to me, but this other guy that runs the network, he was just a damn rude bastard, so I'm not going to be covering that show. Was it a deleted scene? I swear it was in the episode. I don't think so. With the big red arms? It was in the season 6 trailer, but I don't think it was ever in the actual episode. And I think they were coming out of that old barn. Or was it the blue house? I think it was there. It was coming out of the barn, not the blue house. Was it? I forget. Yeah, they were coming out the barn, the Cherokee Death Cat barn, I think. But I don't think it was ever in the episode. Was it in? I forget. I haven't watched some of the season 6 episodes in a while. But I swear it wasn't in the episode. But I don't know. I can't say for sure. I thought, Croc says, I thought Jeff was having too many bladder issues. And that would get in the way of being a leader. I don't know nothing about his bladder issues, and I don't want to know. I don't know about that. But maybe. That wouldn't be a good thing to have if you're the team leader, because you always got to be there. You can't just be taking trips to the doctor. Oh, Trapper did, though, so I don't know. Maybe he could. Samuel says, I don't know why my eyes are watering so much right now. It's so bright coming in, and I got this big LED light shining on me, so it's kind of burning my eyes. And the screen light is it's pretty bright, too. Samuel says, yeah, with the big red arms. Which were the family of the lady who killed them? That was the Blue House. You know what? I'll get back to you on that on the next live if you're here. I'll need to rewatch some season 6 episodes and see, because now I'm curious. this Sunday for the next episode? I don't think I doubt it's coming already. Bonnie says that Red Shack has been a honey hole of experiences. It sure has. Jack says it's weird that they find the truck tampered with and have no concern. The perpetrator is hiding just feet away in the dark. Someone was obviously just there. They're probably still there. Exactly. I know, they never really seen that. They didn't seem scared at all. They just read the entire note after finding it, and then they did it like all in the pitch black night. There could have been people surrounding them. There's 10 road team members now at least. I mean, they could have been all around them. and then they actually watched the video too, and who knows how long they were there. They probably cut parts out that we didn't get to see. Wear sunglasses, it helps. I should. I should be wearing sunglasses, but they're upstairs. I don't feel like going to run to get them. No worries. I remember it a lot. Okay, good. Well, I'll take your word for it then. But I gotta be honest, I don't remember. Actually, maybe I do. I don't know. I need to rewatch it. I really do. I've probably only seen some of those episodes a couple times. I don't know why. You know why? I know why. Because they removed them off Discovery Plus here in Canada, so I canceled the Discovery Plus. That's why. If not, I'd be watching the show every night, and I'd always have this information in my head. So I don't know how to watch the show anymore. You need to do a rewatch too yourself, Samuel. It's always a good idea, because even I feel like I know everything that happens in the show, but then it's always like, I forgot about that. I forgot about that too, you know? So it's always good to rewatch it. Gerald says, I look at the show as a documentary drama, a lot of stage drama with some mythology and stories added to real world people. The different elements and myths bring the interest and anticipation. Yeah, I just don't really care. It could all be staged, and quite frankly, it probably is, but I don't really care, the second you start talking, I won't talk about it much because then people get all mad, but you know what? I don't even care if it's real or fake. It's a fun show. It's hoorah-rific, but I've always said that. I don't know why people care so much if it's real or fake. I think, come on, some of the stuff is a little far-fetched, but whatever. Jet Li says they did a new food candy tryout today. Today? I thought they did yesterday. Did they do mine today? That would be cool. I better check right now, actually. I don't think they did, though, because you're probably talking about the one yesterday. Well, 22 hours ago, it says, we tried the worst candy ever. I saw that one. It was pretty funny. Well, to be honest, those aren't my favorite. They probably say the same thing as about when I tried Tim Hortons foods. But those are only quick videos. Those are they go on a little long. I don't know. I wish that they'd branch out and do a couple other things than just the food stuff, other than the main episodes. But it's still fun. It's like WWE. It's entertaining regardless. Exactly. That's a perfect comparison. It's it's not real, but I'm not saying it's not real, but you know what I mean? WWE's not real, but it's still fun to watch. I mean, it's not for me, but I don't know. Some people like it. My cousin used to love it. And I think my brother used to watch that too. I used to have some wrestlers. Buck needs a security system for his damn truck. He certainly does. That's true. Hello there, Michael. The new show with Jeff isn't any good at all. It's like a horrible copy of Mountain Monsters. It seems that they copied a ton of stuff. I really didn't think it would be like Mountain Monsters. That's interesting. Now I kind of do want to watch it, to be honest, just to see what it's like. Although I don't think it would be any good, like you said, because I haven't heard one person say it's a good show, not one. And they keep posting this weird AI stuff on, I know I do some AI stuff too, but this is blatant, obvious AI stuff. Willie in movies and stuff. It's he's not in no movie. What the hell are you talking about? Unless he is, I don't know. I don't have the Channel 12 TV network, so I guess I don't know. Hey, pretty classy lady. Jet Li says they're funny watching them try the candy. Yeah, they're funny. Yeah, it's fun. I like that they have their own SOA channel now. It's just cool. It's like they came down to our level. That's what's funny about it. I never thought they would. Gerald says fun storytelling, and that's all that matters. Exactly. I hate when people get all upset and they're like, it is 100% real, and if you say that it's not, then I don't know, you're canceled. Are they going to bring back Jeff and Willie with the hunt for the road team? Or the 13th Dominion? Doubt it. Jeff and Willie, they sign a contract with the other show. Jeff's also doing Monster Mondays, which isn't, a real show that they have to sign a contract for. But still, he's doing that, so he's busy with different things. They were in that documentary thing, which is still, I guess, in production. I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. That's like 4 things for Jeff. I think Willie could come on SOA one of these days, but I don't really see it happening. At least anytime soon. Who knows? I hope. I hope that Willie comes back. Jeffro, I don't really care. But it would be kind of cool. If they made up, I'd care. But if he's going to be his old self, seems like this was all started by Jeff. But I don't know. I really want to know. I really wish they'd just come out and tell us why they split. But that's our next question. Before it was, when the hell season 9 coming? Now it's, why did they split? And it's just something that we'll never know. Or maybe we'll know in 3 years' time. So we had to wait 3 years to get the last question answered. Samuel says, asked it earlier, but don't think you saw. But like, do you like Sons of Appalachia? Do you think that they'll get any new members? I don't know. Well, Huck's getting old. That's the thing. Huckleberry, I found he looked really bad in the last, like, not bad, but he's just slowing down. But he's keeping up, but he's also slowing down. You know what I mean? And Buck's, he's as big as a house, not to be rude, but he really needs to lose some weight so they can continue to, hunt these monsters, Wow, Bill, he's fine, I guess. He's not really like, he's too old or too big. He's kind of in the middle, right? But I don't know. I think that because of those 2 reasons, they'll definitely get some new members eventually. They have to. If Willie's not going to come back, and if Jeff's not going to come back, then what are they going to do? Just have, like, Huck's going to get too old. He won't be able to do this. I guarantee it in like 3 years. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Jeffro either anymore, buddy. And I got a signed thing. That's why I don't put it out anymore. Because I'm like, why do I want that? This is SOA we're talking about. And Willie would be cool. I know, because I like Brother Willie. I don't honestly think that he had a part of this. I think Jeff wanted to be the team leader. They said no. Trapper wanted Buck to be. And wouldn't be not to be rude, but you wouldn't be a good team leader. And he got all, pissy faced about it, and he went off and to do his own thing, I guess. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. And that's what other people are saying. I forget who, but somebody said that, and they had reason for it. But now I don't remember who said it. But if they need a trap to build, they will bring Willie in. You would think so. You know what? I honestly think they will one of these days. I really do. I do. I could see that for sure. I don't know if he'll join the team, but I think he'll definitely come on to build a trap for them if they really need it, in a few episodes' time. Well, more than that. More than a few. I'll give it 10 more episodes. I think Willie will be back for an episode. I don't know. I feel like it could happen. Jack says, I hope they don't bring Jeff and Willie back. I liked Willie, but he didn't add much to the show, and the traps always failed. It's true. And Jeff was always a confrontational pain in the ass. You know what? I don't honestly blame you at all for saying that. It's 100% true. It really is. And how shocked were I when the rogue team risen I'm saying it. How shocked were you when the rogue team rises? When they rose in the last episode, how shocked was I? 10 to 10? They were horrific to see back. I mean, I know it's not the same team members, but still, just to see an opponent team like that, it was really cool. That was something I never thought would come back. It just seemed like season 7 came out, nothing about, the rogue team. And then season 8, again. And now, they're back. It's pretty darn cool. Willie caught the wolves and the Hogzilla. That is true. That's true. That is true. Yeah, you're right about that. But it just seems like all the bigger creatures. I'm not saying Willie's not a good trap builder, because he is. He's very talented. I think these creatures are just too big for these traps, Some of these Bigfoots, I don't know. It just seems like they're pretty darn huge, and they can break out of them. He tried electrifying them, though, over the years. He tried doing all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like they're getting along good, like fine and dandy without them, though. They don't need the traps. So I don't know. They're still an entertaining episode so far. The last 3. The first 2 were rocky. Samuel says, but the Hogzilla was just a regular pig, though. It's true. That's true. They did capture Huck's Bigfoot, but it escaped. It seems like his traps, as good as they are, they're not quite strong enough to catch Bigfoots. I think that's the problem. He needs to make them, like, even better yet, to catch people like this. Creatures like that. That damn Mr. Squatch. That's what they need. I'll share it to the community. Thanks, Gerald. A link to Small Town Monsters, my favorite cryptid and paranormal filmmakers channel. They make excellent documentaries and films about Bigfoot. All right. Well, that sounds like a plan. I'll definitely be making that about the Boggy Creek Monster very soon. I spilled water on myself and the chair. Oh well. I don't know if anybody wants to see a taste test. I don't know if I really feel like a sugar cookie, but I did bring this along just so if we didn't have enough to talk about, I could eat a cookie and review it. I don't know. I think the live stream's coming to an end, but I don't know. Unless you guys got more to say, I really don't have much to do. So, right now, wow, we have 37 people watching right now. Wow, I never thought that. That's crazy. Maya, did you know that? Maya's on the ground over there. Wow, I didn't know that. That 35. Okay. I jinxed myself. Now it's gonna go down, but oh well. Maybe it's because I said it's ending. It's not ending, but it's just I don't think anybody's really saying anything now. Rest in peace, Trapper, says Sean. Damn straight. I'm sure he's resting easy up there. He's probably hunting Bigfoots by the day, you know? He probably is. I wouldn't doubt it. I think he's looking down, smiling. Or would he be upset that the team split? I don't know. I could go either way. Samuel says, do you have any cryptids or local legends from my local area? Unfortunately, where I live, it's very flat. It's a lot of farm fields. It's a lot, quite a bit of city and town. A lot of houses. It's just not really, a prime spot for Bigfoots. But, yeah, if I ever said that there was before, I was just kind of joking around. If you ever heard me say that in a video, I'm sure I've said that before. I remember I used to say that there's Bigfoots out there, but I don't really think there is. But I don't know. Maybe. You just never know. They did say when the season ends, they won't stop and still be doing hunts. Yeah, but then recently they said that they're not going to use a seasonal format. They're just going to keep making episodes whenever they feel like dropping them. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But maybe. Yeah, I think it would be good. I don't know. I think it'd be good in some ways. Do I think they'll return to the Blue House? You know what? They really seem to be doing. It's like they're taking nostalgia into factor, and they keep going to places they've gone before. So I wouldn't really put it past them to go back there at all. I think they will one of these days. Why not? Gerald says, "Tell your partner in crime, Daniel, how did you meet, and how do you come up with the Sasquatch versus videos with them? They are pretty funny." I don't even know how that happened, but he likes being in videos. And, well, since he moved out to Harrow, I don't see him as much. Like, for the last almost year now, he's been out there. So I never see him as much. It's like once a month now. It was hard at first, but now it's like I'm just used to it. I was in Harrow yesterday, but I didn't go visit him because, well, he's busy with school. But, yeah. But how did we meet? And how did we come up with Sasquatch versus videos? That was all his idea, I think. I wanted to do something with the ice cream bunny. And then, yeah, that's kind of what happened. I don't know, it's mostly he comes up with them, though. You can see that in the behind the scenes. It's mostly him that's kind of dictating how those fights. And then Jet Li says, they said they're going after the grass man. They did? I don't even remember that. And then James Cullen says, I was wondering how much information Trapper was holding back from the guys and the rest of us. Who knows? How much information? It seems like, I don't know. It seems like there's always something new that we didn't know about Trapper. It's like, I didn't know you had a dog named Gus that got killed by a Bigfoot. I didn't know that you that you ever spent any time in the Tiger Valley. Didn't know that you ever dug, a secret book in the ground. Didn't know you stole the book from the witch. Well, a lot of things we didn't know about old Trapper. It seems like we're always learning something new about him. It seems like that way, at least. You just never know what you'll find out about old Trapper. You just never know. But yeah, on October 10th, if all goes well. Oh. I'm just doing a whole live stream. They're asking about... Gerald said, how did me and Daniel come up with the Sasquatch versus videos? And I said they're mostly Daniel's idea. What was the small skull on Gus's grave? Was that Gus? Could be. I'd like to see them go after the Midnight Whistler. Me too. Yeah. I don't know. I think that'd be... Oh, yeah. Not today, but they did the other day. You could... Oh, yeah. You found me. Now leave, it says. Bigfoot shooting the bird. Got that at the old Apple Fest. I was thinking about doing an old cookie review, but nobody asked.
Yeah, I did ask about Scariest.
No.
So I got lucky and Mom's. I went to Shoppers from strangers to check out Mom's poop mat. And it was on sale, $6 off. Plus, I bought 4 of them. Right, they give you $16 in points at me. So I got them actually for $10 each. That's incredible.
Huh.
They're $19.
Really? Cool.
Okay, Randall. I got chicken and stuff, so we'll do that later. I'm gonna let her out.
Really? All right.
Okay.
Mine's going to get some water. I would like a cookie review, please. I guess I will. Okay. I'll be doing a cookie review on Gary the Snail. Yep. I'll open it up here so y'all can see it. Gary the Snail. I've tried this cookie before. Aw, it broke. The cookie broke, Dad. As soon as I opened it, it decided to break. What kind of cookie is it? It's a sugar cookie. It's made by a local vendor that I got at the Apple Fest. I made a video there. And it's Gary the Snail from SpongeBob. I always grab, well, this is only my second time grabbing it, but I always grab the Gary cookie because it's always, like, it's huge. And she'll sell a Patrick Star one, but it's just not very big. So it's like, yeah, I don't know why anybody would choose Patrick unless you just really love Patrick, which I do. But, oh man, it broke into 3 ways. But I mean, the Gary one's just like double the size when they're both the same price. So it's like, why would you pick Patrick? Maya's about to go outside, but she's staring at me now that I got a cookie. I think she wants the cookie now. Huh. I can't actually give her the sugar cookie. Huh. Yeah. Oh my. What's everybody saying? Must be, it is a sugar cookie. Yep. Mmm. Pretty darn hoorah-rific. I wish I would have had one of these to send to Buck and the boys. I think they would have enjoyed that. Softer today. Silly old I don't want to come in. Oh. Oh, can you just not turn the water on, Dad?
I just did that.
Oh, that's okay. Just upstairs mostly, I think.
Okay. Let me know when you're all done. That's it. I'll take a shower.
Okay.
I don't need one anytime soon.
Thanks. I always ask everybody not to turn on the water because then the water tank's right there and it turns on and then you can't hear me as good. And they're always good with that. They don't turn on. I'm thinking it... Alright, I gotta read these. I'm too far behind with these comments. Big fan of Mountain Monsters. Kind of... Munch that cookie. Yep. Oh, sorry, Stefan. I didn't read your thing. You said you're from Upper Austria. That's cool. Hoorah. Any local legends up there? I heard the door. I think mine went out. After all. Gerald says, I'm thinking it would be interesting if the new Rogue team played mind games, make it seem like Bill is a secret agent planted in the team and question his loyalty or something like that. Imagine that. That would be cool. Yeah, they definitely did put some work into this cookie. I know. This lady makes them, and it's like, I don't know how to make them so good. Yet, like, not just taste good, but, you know, it really looks like Gary the Snail. Well, not anymore, but it did. Bill being a double agent from the start would be one wild twist. I mean, I can't say I'd want that to happen because I don't want to lose Wild Bill, like we lost Jeff and Willie. But that would be quite the twist. I had to rate this cookie though. I didn't rate it yet. I don't know. I think I prefer a chocolate chip cookie, but it's still really good. 8 out of 10, but 10 out of 10 for the detail on this thing. Yeah. I doubt that would happen too, but fun to think about. I wouldn't be surprised if like Jeff was still on the team and then he became, you know, a spy. Wouldn't be surprised about that at all. But it kind of happened before already. Trapper too, kind of in a way. He was really working against the rest of the team, but it was for the greater good of the team as a whole. I don't know. Well, you know what? How long have I been doing this for? 51 minutes. Wow. It's the longest stream in a while. Well, I don't know. I really don't feel like ending it. But I don't really know what else to talk about. Todd Crow says, I only watched Jeff's show one time. I didn't like it. I want to know. Now I'm interested because everyone says it's so bad. I really want to know what it... I want to watch it kind of, but I don't want to pay. I thought it was $10 a month. Listen to this. I downloaded the app, the Channel 12 TV network app, and I got a story to tell y'all. But I downloaded it. I lost my train of thought. Oh, and then it ended up being $19 a month. Like, I'm not paying that. $20 with taxes? No way. I don't know why. It's like, that's the Canadian price? Oh, thanks. Thanks for jacking it up. Like, no way. I'm not paying for that. There's a lot of other shows on there, but nothing, like, too spectacular. Oh, some old good Disney movies, I think. But it's like, I got them on Disney Plus. I don't need them to buy that. They have the Three Stooges. My dad would like that. I don't know if this is a good one, but maybe. Nah, nothing on it that I want to buy other than to watch the new Ames theme show. I wouldn't call him the Ames theme. I mean, Jeff. He kept the name. Like he stole the name. I don't know. But yeah, the story I had to tell y'all. I was kind of telling it earlier. Isn't Monster Mondays free on YouTube? Oh, you're talking about that show. I thought you were talking about the Ames theme show. No, Monster Mondays is good. I like those guys. I was talking about Jeff and Willie's new show. I thought that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Monster Mondays is free on YouTube. Alright, now I'm confused. No, that was from... I don't know. Gerald says, and I'm confused. Another interesting story idea is to try to taint the memory and legacy of Trapper by the Rogue team. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool if like they mess with their aim, like if with Buck and Huck's and Bill's perception of Trapper, like almost if they made them think maybe he wasn't a good guy. I mean, that'd be pretty darn cruel to do that when Trapper's not even with us anymore. But I wouldn't put it past him. Oh, Samuel says, I thought you were referring to them. Not gonna lie. Did not know Jeff and Willie's new show. Thought it was Monster Mondays. Jeff's doing... Yeah, it's okay, but... Jeff's doing Monster Mondays, and then he's doing a show with Willie called Ames the Appalachian Files. I have a video on it, but it's not very good according to everybody. Apparently, it's just like a sad copy of Mountain Monsters. It's like exactly like it. If it's exact, how can it be exactly like it, though? I just don't get that. If you only got 2 members. I would say that Sons of Appalachia is very much like Mountain Monsters, but in a good way. Like, that's what we wanted. But I don't know. Huh. Almost done the cookie. Well, the last thing that I wanted to say, well, maybe there'll be more, but I wanted to say what happened with that story I was going to tell you. It's all about the Channel 12 TV network guys. I forget their names and I can't look it up right now because it's on my phone, which is over there recording this. So I don't have TikTok on here, but it was on. I have a TikTok page for the Mountain Man, and the guys that run that Channel 12 TV network, they just came after me on there. They sent me emails. You should see what they said. The one guy. The other guy was pretty nice about it. The other guy, I don't remember his name. I'm going to try to sign in on to TikTok on here. Then I'll show y'all. That's what I'll do. I don't really use it on the computer. I need to try to sign into it. I want to show y'all. Expose these no good SOBs. I gotta log in though. I don't know if I remember my password. And then I'll respond to those. I'll respond to the comments first because they're piling up. James says, wonder how Buck's camera man got scared at the red shed. When? Yeah, that was another thing about that episode too. When Buck turned around on episode 4, it was like he was holding the camera the whole time, but then he turns around to look at the witch and both hands are up in the air. But the camera doesn't fall down, so like who's holding the camera? Clearly he wasn't holding the camera. There's a cameraman there. Unless he set it on something, but what would he have set the camera on? That part didn't make sense either. There's a lot of things in this show that just don't add up. Samuel says, thanks for your videos and streams, by the way. You're a fun guy and love your content. Thanks, Samuel Bastable. I appreciate that, buddy. Hoorah to you. You know what? I think I can sign in. It's just my regular email. I'm going to sign in and I'm going to show y'all what they said. I shouldn't say they because it was just the one guy. But he came after me. And he was like, about that Jeff and Willie new show video I made, which actually got a lot of views somehow. I think I signed in. Oh, all right. That was easy. I signed in to TikTok so I can show y'all the messages. Expose these guys. But they just weren't very nice at all. I don't know why this guy's dancing around. This Hawaiian guy is dancing around with the papaya on the screen. I don't know what the hell that's all about. But okay. TikTok's weird sometimes. Let's find the messages. Here it is. Randall Stewart is his name. That's the guy. And the other one was author George Lunsford. Now, George Lunsford, he was actually kind of nice about it. He pretty much just said, if you want... Oh, no, he started out by saying, I would like to talk to you about... One second. Let me move the camera around. Because I want to actually show you, but I don't know if you're actually looking at it. It's so cramped right here. There it is. Now you can see what he said. I'd like to talk to you about one of your videos on YouTube. I said, sure, no problem. Jeff and Willie will be doing a hunting show, 2 talk shows, and at least 2 movies. If you have any questions about Channel 12 TV network, feel free to contact me. I'm the vice president of the company. So he was fine. And then he was like, oh wow, I thought they were just doing 1 talk show. Can't wait to see everything. Thanks for the info. And then I said, do you know Randall Stewart? And he said, yes, he's the president of the company. Either one of us will be happy to answer questions. So he told me how to do it, and I'm like, okay, thanks. And then wait until you see what this guy said. I gotta go back. 1 second. This guy was going crazy on me. Look at this. This old Randall Stewart. I'll just turn it around, because now I know you can actually see it. I don't know if you'd be able to see it. What do you say? It's a crazy amount of messages. He says, I'd like to talk to you about your show posting about the Ames team. He doesn't even know how to spell the Ames team right. He spells it completely wrong, well, with an E after the M. And then he says, please contact me before legal action is taken at this number. I'm like, what the hell do you mean? I wasn't even going to respond to that. And I'm like, I just wanted to see, because it's like, it can't be a scam. They can't scam me on TikTok. So I said, what do you mean legal action? And then he's like, if you'd like to call my office, I can explain it to you. I said, no thanks. I'm in Canada, so it'd be long distance. You can call me on Messenger chat. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? So pretty much all he said in the end was, don't spread false rumors and all that. I guess I won't bother showing y'all, because it goes on forever. But anyways, crazy stuff. That's why I don't want to watch Jeff and Willie's new show. Because, yeah. Well, the Cryptic Narwhal says, legal action? He asked me about bringing my videos to their platform. Really? What in the world? Bringing your own videos to their platform? Yeah, to me, he messaged me and was like, legal action. Like, what the hell? He was like, I love the video you did. I want to talk about bringing you to TV. What the? I honestly wouldn't trust this guy, Cryptic Narwhal. This Randall Stewart, he sounds like a tool bag. I don't know. The way he was talking. Have I seen the film Big Legend, a great Bigfoot horror film? No, I never heard of that one. Well, I like a good horror film, especially when they're involving Bigfoots. So I'd have to watch that. Samuel said, I agreed. The cameraman safety is never it's never brought up. It's true. The cameraman would say they just don't care. Well, they were talking about the one time, but then it's like, they say like, oh, I'm scared, but then they never get scared. They never, I don't know. Or they just don't show it. I don't know. They say they are in danger, means them, and like not the cameraman too. Guess cameraman is always safe in media. It's true. On episode 5, when Buck goes to the red shed and his cameraman was outside, wonder why the Cherokee Devil didn't grab the cameraman. Exactly. Like, why didn't the cameraman, okay, you want to film Buck, but the Cherokee Devil's on the other side, supposedly, walk to the other side and look at him? Like, catch him on film? Wouldn't that be better than filming Buck? For, like, he could take 5 seconds, and then he would, even if he ran away, you'd still catch him on film, right, if he was really there. So, I don't know. That part made me a little bit skeptical, but you won't get into that, I guess. Unless y'all want to. But yeah. It's crazy. I can't believe that old Randall Stewart. But it ended off on okay terms. Because he said, I have watched your show. You seem like a pretty good kid. I am 20. But just be careful on what you say. That's all. Okay. I said, thanks. I appreciate that. I will. He said, cool. I don't know. But he was just being a real tool. And he just kept going on and on. He's like, you can't use SOA. Like, look at this. They can use SOA. They can use SOA. They can't use SOA. And he was putting like periods in between. He's like saying they can use that, but they can't use that. It's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Mr. Randall. I'll try to show you another part. Oh, and he even said that the Sons of Appalachia is all fake and scripted. And he said, I guess if you like fake shows, continue to watch it. You know what? Let me read through it, make sure he didn't say anything too bad I can't put on, but then I'll show you. He said that Jeff is very upset over my show. I don't have a show. About my video, talking about his show. I don't know what he's talking about. Well, I guess he was mad because he said, I said that they charge $9.99 plus tax and our shows for their show that are not on our network that I've never seen. And we're not a podcast show, we're a streaming TV network. So, because I didn't say the information exactly right, because at first in that video, I think I said it might be more of a podcast or something like that. Because I didn't know. Because they didn't come out and say, they just said, Ames Appalachian Files. Here's the poster. It's like, well, what does that mean? Ugh. And he said, yes, there is. I said, that's okay, but thank you to the whole, like, contacting him on Messenger. Like, I don't want to call him. And then he said, I didn't do anything wrong, so there's no need for any legal action. They said, yes, there is. When you say things about a company or their employees that you have no clue about. The AIMS team, he wrote it with an E again, are employees of Channel 12 TV network. And yeah, I said, my video's promoting your show, so you should be happy. And he's like, get your facts straight before you start talking about things. Like, me and Jeff are very good friends, even though I don't know if we are. Are we, Jeff? It seems like we're on all right terms, me and Jeff Rowe. Look at that, y'all. I don't know. It's just very strange. The whole... Uh-oh. Drop some stuff. I'll have to pick it up later. Damn laptop. Anyways, yeah. You just need to be... I think he meant to say careful what you say about people and company. And SOA won't last. Their ratings are dropping every show. Look at that. I'm just showing you so you don't think I'm just making it up. Look what he said about the SOA team. Their show won't last. I don't know. I didn't think he was a very nice guy. But that's why I don't want to watch their new show. Yeah. I don't know. The shade on SOA is wild. I know. He was just saying all kinds of bad stuff about the SOA team. It's like, how can you say that? Seems like Trapper held a lot of information back. He sure as hell did. Sure as hell did, buddy. Certainly a lot more things that we didn't know about Trapper got revealed in the last episode, too. I don't know. Anyways, now that I showed you that, I guess that should be it for the live stream, unless anybody wants to say anything else. My computer's about to die, and my phone probably is too, although I can't see because it's over there. But, yeah, YouTube kept doing the live streams backwards if I flip the camera around, so I just angled it the other way, so I'm not backwards today. So I hope that's too horrific for y'all watching. But yeah, I guess that's all for the... I can't close it. I was going to close it, but I can't close it because I won't see your messages. But I just can't believe that about that guy either, guys. That old Randall Stewart. That's why I don't really want to do any videos around their new show. Because, well, first of all, people keep saying it's no good. And second of all, I mean, then I'm just throwing money to that guy. $20 to Randall Stewart for a month of watching this not very good TV show with only two of the worst members from the old Ames team. So, like, no thanks. And I hope he's watching this, but I doubt he is. That'd be funny if he is, though. I wouldn't support the Ames team's new show. Support SOA, if anything, but you don't have to pay for that. So, yeah, they were like, they're at the start there making people pay if you want to watch the episodes earlier, and that's whatever. But I guess that's okay. You can still watch it for free eventually, but they're not even really doing that anymore. Or if they are, it's like by 2 hours, so it's not by very long, which is cool. But anyways, I guess that'll be it for this live stream. I don't really have anything else to say. And yeah, I hope y'all did enjoy it. It was a very long one. It's been 68 minutes, it says. Wow. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. And, whoa, wait, James said, what's my favorite cryptid? My favorite cryptid is definitely, well, Bigfoot. I have to pick Bigfoot, but a specific Bigfoot, I think I'd go with, I don't know, the Yahoo? I used to say the Cherokee Devil, I think. But I don't know if I'd pick him anymore. Just because I feel the Cherokee Devil's moving away from being an actual Bigfoot, and he feels more like when we've seen him in recent media, like Sons of Appalachia, he feels more just like this weird, like, devil spirit thing. So I don't know if I like him as much. Because he doesn't feel as much like a Bigfoot anymore. But he is still, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Mine's the Grass Man, says James. I don't blame you. The Grass Man's cool. I just like the sound that Yahoo makes because it's so unique. And I love saying Yahoo. It's like he made up his own saying, like hoorah, but he's got Yahoo instead. Yours is the Mothman, Samuel? The Mothman is cool. He's definitely a cool creature. Any of the ones with the glowing eyes, I think, are really cool. But, yep, I think that's pretty much it for the chat. I do wonder if there's a Jeeves and Google Bigfoot type 2. I don't know. What's Jeeves? Never know. I don't know. But yeah. Alright, well thank y'all for watching. I hope that you did enjoy this live stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, probably heading on out. Although it looks almost rainy outside, so maybe not. Oh, Ask Jeeves was an old search engine like Google. I didn't even know that. I never heard of it. Alright, take care, enjoy your day. Thanks, Samuel. You guys too. Hope y'all have a great day. See y'all next time. Hoorah! We're gonna catch some monsters. I gotta come over here to end off the stream though. Oh boy. Alright. Bye-bye, y'all.